Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Ouroboros Tarot, and today's reading is asking, what do they show you versus how they are feeling? We have 4 piles to choose from today. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the cards that sit right with you as well as with your person's energy, and I will see you in a minute. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this butterfly, then this is going to be your reading on what they are showing you versus how they are feeling. So, in terms of what they are showing you, you have received the Kiss and Healer. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this one for later. So, first and foremost, with this Healer card here, this is just kind of like a side note of energy that I'm picking up on along with the Kiss, is that for some of you, the person you're inquiring about might be a healer of some kind in terms of touch. So the two things that right off the bat came to my mind were a Reiki healer and a massage therapist. That doesn't have to be the case, but I am picking up on this energy of somebody who is has like a love language that is physical touch, and also is just very affectionate. Another thing that I'm picking up on is that, so there's 2 different scenarios that I am picking up on. The first scenario is that this person is showing up for you in a way, or showing you that they are very secure in this connection and maybe a little bit unbothered. They seem as though they're very securely attached. The light attributes of the Healer are passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. And the shadow attributes are taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So, for a lot of you, I'm sensing that this person is really portraying themselves to be somebody who is incredibly healed, and perhaps even the leader of this connection in one way, shape, or form, and somebody who is very affectionate. I'm also seeing, for some of you, if that's not the case, that this person is showing up for you in a way in which they are trying to teach you healthier ways to go about life, or coping skills, or they're just showing you all of this beautiful energy that you have that perhaps you have not seen in yourself without them. They're really kind of shifting your perspective on things. That's another scenario that I'm seeing. But for most of you, I'm really feeling this like very chill energy of somebody who just seems really unbothered and like really affectionate. When it comes to how they actually feel, we have the Orphan, which, I mean, this to me is the exact opposite of this secure attachment that I was just talking about. I'm sensing that although your person is portraying to you that they are very relaxed in this connection, there is a deep, deep fear of abandonment here. And I'm sensing that this portrayal of somebody who is very calm and healed and centered in their selves is a facade, and they could be working towards this, yes. But with Orphan here, I'm sensing that a lot of how they are portraying themselves is in an effort to prevent abandonment. But we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more information. Let's grab some more oracle cards and see what else we can find out about how they are actually feeling. How is pile one's person feeling? Okay, we have cleanse. How is pile one's person feeling? Okay. We have sadness. I'm actually going to put them here. And we have magic. So based on these right here, these 3 cards, what I'm sensing is that they have really, with cleanse here, it's giving me the same type of energy as healer here. And so I do sense that when it comes to how they are feeling, there is a desire to perhaps not hold you accountable for their past. I think that they are recognizing that even though they do have this type of attachment style, or even though they do have this deep fear that you might leave them, or that you might see that they're not enough, they're recognizing that this wound within them, this child wound within them, was caused by something that had nothing to do with you. And although it's still a wound, and although they're still working on it, they're trying very, very hard to not let this wound spill over into this connection. And the reason why is because deep down inside, there is a lot of trust here. The mistrust that they have within them is coming from a place outside of the present moment, outside of this connection. And they recognize that. They recognize this connection as something very, very special. Let's go ahead and now get some tarot. How is pile one's person feeling? So we have the King of Pentacles. How are they feeling? We have the 8 of Swords. How are they feeling? We have the 10 of Cups. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Devil, the 6 of Swords. How are they feeling? We have the Chariot, and we have the Knight of Wands. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands. Yes, this person has really been through it. When it comes to the 9 of Wands being the bottom of the deck energy, this is overall energy encompassing the rest of this. And what I'm getting from this is that your person has a past that is very heavy. And it might not seem all that heavy to you, but for them, it's something that makes them feel tired almost. And just because they're tired doesn't mean that they want to give up. I think that they really do recognize this desire within them to be loved and to give love. And they don't want to wave the white flag quite yet in matters of love, because they see something very, very special with you. But again, we have the Devil. And this Devil energy is the same energy to me as the Orphan. It's very codependent energy. And I'm sensing this struggle right now in your person with the King of Pentacles here, to really stay grounded and to really remind themselves that what they're feeling is valid, but there might not actually be truth to what it is that their feelings are trying to convince them of. I'm sensing that their feelings sometimes are from past experiences, and it's just their brain firing off warnings in order to protect themselves, to protect their heart. However, I think that they are recognizing that their brain and the feelings that they're having, though they are valid feelings and though they feel them because they're real, I think it's because they're a little confused. And what I mean by that is, like, if you think about I don't know, let me think of an example. If you were to think about putting your hand on a hot stove, and it's like super traumatizing, like you put it on there like full force, like maybe you were gonna like climb up on top of the stove to get something somewhere else, and I know that seems like really like a really extreme example, but like let's just say like you put your hands like directly on it and like put all of your weight up onto your body to pull yourself up. That would leave a serious wound. You would need to go to the hospital. There would be shock, trauma. After that, you would really be fearful, I think, for a very long time, because your brain is creating these memories, and now your brain is associating the stove with something really, really scary. Even though the stove is meant to be for cooking, now you also associate it with this really traumatic event of being deeply wounded and going into shock. And that's kind of what I mean when I say like their feelings are valid, but I think that maybe this situation or this connection triggers them. I guess I could have just said that, but I went ahead and I told you a scenario instead. And so, and this connection is triggering them, and they are in conflict right now. Their highest self, their grounded mind is saying, hey, I'm safe in this connection, or this connection is worth putting myself out there for. But then their ego or their scars are saying, oh, but like this person could leave me, and so I think that they're really struggling with that. And I'm sensing it here with the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Swords as well. I'm sensing this strong desire from them. I think that what they're recognizing here in this 8 of Swords is that there is some mental blocks within them, and the only way to get rid of those is to start doing the work, is to recognize that the problem lies with the thought patterns that they have, rather than themselves. Like there's nothing innately wrong with them. They're very worthy of love. And also they have the power to change that. It might be a lot of work, but they have the power, and they're recognizing that they're coming into a more empowered mindset. And I really think that a lot of this has to do with this Magic card here. And I sense magic again with this 10 of Cups and then the Chariot. They really feel a deep amount of joy and fulfillment and care when they are around you. They care for you deeply, and there is this strong desire with the Chariot here. They really, really, really want to come charging toward this connection without any hesitation. They don't want to be in a fear-based mindset. They really want to open up their heart to you, is what I'm sensing. And then we have the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. And I think like what I'm getting from this is like inspiration. And I think that they feel really inspired in this connection to explore their emotions, to explore certain aspects of themselves in which they may have really turned their back to in the past. And there's a period of mourning for this. There's a period of mourning the person that they once were, or the events that have happened in their past, or just the potential that never happened in their life. Everyone has things that we mourn. And I think that for some people it's harder to face those things and mourn them and then accept the loss of them. And this person is really starting to feel inspired by this connection to start exploring those emotions more deeply. But that's what I'm seeing. And this card also really, it looks the same as the sadness card. Even like the hair, you know, and like the color of this person is blue and this card is blue. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get you some affirmations to end this reading with. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear more about it in the comments section down below. If it didn't, there might be a different pile for you. Today, I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. Yeah, I just think that this person really cares for you and really doesn't want to mess this up. And it's not because they think that they have to walk around on eggshells with you. They just have this belief in them for whatever reason that if they show this wounded child, you might leave them. And so they're really coming at you in this like healed energy, and they are definitely on their way. They're working through it, and healing isn't linear, so it's going to be continuous no matter what. But yeah, what they're showing you is a little different than what they're actually feeling. They're a little bit more tender. I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world. Let's get you one more. And we have, owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. Okay, pile one. Well, this is what I have for you today. If it resonated, please let me know. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I will have the chance to read for you again soon. Bye. Hello, pile two. If you chose this beetle, then this is going to be your reading on what they show you versus how they feel. So, in terms of what they show you, we have the mystic and we have guide. And the light attributes of guide represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. And the shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So, and I'm going to go ahead and leave this over here for a minute. So, what I'm seeing in terms of what they are showing you is that this person is really, has like a preference. This person has a preference for solitude over connecting with others. And they also have a preference towards intense transformations, and they really focus on their spirituality. I'm sensing like a little bit of a leadership role here, because we have the mystic and the guide. So they might be taking on more of a leadership role just in their life in general, but also within this connection. I think that they really might be encouraging you at the moment to do some shadow work yourself and to really dive into that. But I'm also sensing that you might be viewing them, or they might be showing you this like airy, daydreamy side of them. Like they might not be taking life all that seriously, or they're just really lighthearted and nothing really bothers them. And I sense this like really unbothered energy about this person. Unbothered in the sense of like, what is going to happen is what is meant to be, and they're very much a person who portrays themselves as somebody who is just going to go ahead and ride the wave. Yeah, this person is very zen, and I feel as though if I were to meet them, I would gain a lot of insight from them. And then in terms of how they feel, we have the healer, which is, in all honesty, what I'm seeing here is kind of what you see is what you get. I don't really think that there is, based on just this one card alone, what you see with this light work and this shadow work is what you get. This is a light worker. And I think even in the guidebook, the key words for both of these cards is light worker. I think that this person really doesn't have an agenda other than to just be in their most authentic, highest self. I think that's their goal. And they really are this old soul that they present themselves as. But let's go ahead and also get some oracles, because I want to know more. How does pile 2's person feel? We have sadness. We have ideation. This is more of this daydreamy type of energy. How are they feeling? And stop. Okay. I think that even though they portray themselves as unbothered, in the current moment, they are doing some deep shadow work, and they are really exploring the depths of those shadows. And just because somebody is unafraid to go to that level of emotional depth doesn't mean that they just have some sort of magic shield around themselves that prevents them from feeling the things in which they are exploring. I'm sensing that this person is really immersed in this sadness right now, and also is very, very focused solely on their journey. That's what I'm really picking up on with this ideation and stop. I'm sensing that whatever healing that they are working on right now is solely for them, and that's their main focus right now in this present moment. They're not really looking outside of themselves. They are self-contained. Let's go ahead and get some tarot. How are they feeling? We have the Devil. This is very interesting. Sadness and the Devil both came out for pile 1 as well. And it is a little bit of the same energy. We have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Emperor, this person is practicing the art of self-discipline. Yes, we have Justice, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, how are they feeling? We have the Ace of Swords, and on the bottom of the deck we have Death. Yeah. This The person that you're inquiring about right now is not focused on this connection. They are focused on their own journey, their own healing, and their own transformation. The Seven of Cups can at times talk about having lots of different options, but it can also talk about confusion or being very in this daydreamy like energy, which is what I was picking up on here with this mystic of what they are showing you. And I think this is really confirmation that right now this person is hurting and is really trying to figure out a way in which to come back into balance and a way in which to work through these shadowy aspects of themselves without judgment. There's a powerful transformation going on here with death. And with the Emperor and the Ace of Swords, I'm really sensing that there's self-control, there's self-discipline, and there's just this there's this need to gain clarity over themselves, to understand themselves better. And we also have the Ace of Wands here and the Eight of Pentacles. This is more inspiring energy, and the inspiration in which this is coming through as is in terms of patience. I'm just really sensing this energy of somebody who really is willing to do whatever it takes in order to heal. And here comes Lily. Hi, baby. You're messing up my cards. Come on. So, and then with the Devil here and the Injustice, yeah, this is profound shadow work, profound. And I'm sorry if you were hoping that this was going to be more about you, but this person is really focused on themselves right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some affirmations for you. Oops. Okay, we have my power lies in my peaceful presence. I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. Yeah, I feel like this person is not doing so well right now, and they are determined to get out of it, and they're not going to run away from it. But at the moment, this is very heavy energy for them to be in. Any type of transformation is uncomfortable. And then we have creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator. Okay, pile 2. Well, this is where I am going to leave you. If it resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If it didn't, there might be another message for you in a different pile, or maybe there just isn't a message for you today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I will have the chance to read for you again soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this whale sticker, then this is going to be your reading on what they are showing you versus how they are feeling. So in terms of what they are showing you, we have the Flame and we have Detective. The light attributes of Detective are great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. And the shadow attributes are voyeurism and falsifying information. And I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. So I'm sensing for a lot of you, this person is showing you that they feel incredibly confident. I would say even perhaps a little cocky. You could be wondering right now whether or not they're like kind of like a fuckboy or a player of some kind. I'm sensing that what they're showing you doesn't feel all that genuine to you. Like they are maybe telling you what it is that they think you want to hear. They are trying to, maybe it feels a little bit manipulative. I'm not really sensing anything like profoundly mistrusting, like a huge betrayal of some kind, although I guess if that is what is occurring here in your situation of how they're showing up, then obviously that's what's happening. But what I'm sensing is more of like just like a flaky energy of somebody who is like maybe hot and cold, or wants to have some sort of emotional connection, or wants to have some sort of like, wants to have the benefits of having an emotional connection without having to make any sort of emotional commitments on their end. There's just like, there's this paradigm to them. What's the word? Oh, paradox. Paradox. They're paradoxical. I knew it started with a P. And then, okay, so if that resonated, and if it's not them saying things, like I feel like it's like they're showing you that they feel really confident, but then there's like a mistrust of you. It's one of those two scenarios. And then in terms of how they're actually feeling, we have the prayer. So this would be much different than what they are portraying themselves as. I would say that this person feels lost. They feel unsure. They don't really know what to do. And they are really hoping that you will guide them. They are asking, they want to ask for guidance. They want to ask for you to lead them in some type of way. They are not confident. They have needs. And yeah, that's what I'm sensing from that. But let's go ahead and get some oracle cards and see what else comes out. How are they feeling? How is pile 3's person feeling? We have cleanse. This card came out for pile 1. How are they feeling? How is pile 3's person feeling? Yes, we have pain. Okay, and then we have growth and space. Okay, yeah, I'm sensing that. I think for some of you, you may have even started pulling away from this person because it just felt so disingenuous. It did not feel authentic. Or you just like didn't know where you actually stood with them. There was just like this level of confusion. These two cards, the Flame and the Detective, give me like a really confusing energy of like showing two totally different sides and showing both of them just depending on the day almost. Like it's interesting. And so for space to be here, I sense that for some of you, if you have put space between you, this person really, really feels it and they're acknowledging it in this spread. And I think with pain here, coming up right over the Detective, which was the energy I was getting of like not being authentic, I think this is their pain came up over this to try to explain why there is this wishy-washy or confusing energy or emotions from them, and it comes from a place of heartache. It comes from a place of hurt. That they are not willing to really acknowledge. Like, this person does not seem like the kind of person that really wants to dive deep and do some child healing, inner child healing, some soul healing. There's nothing here that I see except for the prayer. And I think that they want to, but it's uncomfortable and they don't know how. They're looking for help. And with cleanse here, if this is something in which you guys, there's space, they really want to try to make this right. I'm sensing this like spark within them to really start growing, and they're realizing that they need to make some changes. But let's get some tarot. How is pile 3's person feeling? We have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. This is 2 fiery cards, just like a flame. Let's keep going. How are they feeling? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the Moon and the Devil. The Devil has come out, I think, in every single pile. Very interesting. Okay, and again, we have more cards from other piles. We have the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. This is so interesting. I feel like for many of these piles, there's a lot of really similar energy, but there are different outlets to expressing that energy, if that makes sense. So for pile 2, we had the Devil, but I was getting more of this energy of like really wanting to work on your shadows, their shadow self, by coming into balance and really focusing on themselves. They really weren't looking into that connection whatsoever. They were solely focused on their healing. And here what I'm sensing is that the way in which they want to focus on this healing is through collaboration, which is the energy I was getting with this prayer, is that they are realizing that they need help and they need some guidance, and they're hoping that this connection can potentially help guide them towards something that could lead to some healing or to some relief. And with the Moon here and the 8 of Cups, this is further acknowledgement of this pain and also this cleansing energy that I was picking up on. The Moon here is all about fears and illusions. And the 8 of Cups, in the traditional deck, you see, or the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you see a person with their back turned on the picture, and they're walking towards the mountains, and there's a moon, and it's symbolizing walking away or seeking truth. And I think that this person is really coming to terms with maybe the lies that they tell themselves, as well as the lies that they tell others in order to keep up appearances. And they're tired of that. They really want to start understanding themselves better. They really want to start seeking truth. And this all is being clarified by the 8 of Wands, which to me is such a fast-moving energy, which is signifying to me that your person is feeling all of these things very rapidly, very strongly, and a lot of realizations are being made in a very short time span. I'm sensing like a level of responsibility here with this Queen, with the Knight of Wands and the 2 of Swords. I'm sensing this need to temper down maybe some of this flame energy that they're portraying. There's like this need to really temper down impulsivity, or really because right now they feel very impulsive. They feel like they really need to make a rapid change. But here with this 2 of Swords, I think that they are really recognizing that they need to take a step back and make sure that the next decision that they make is right in terms of it actually benefits them rather than sabotages them or this connection. And with the Queen of Wands and the 8 of Swords, I'm sensing that this person is still very much in this kind of like victim mentality, but they are slowly but surely coming out of it. and they are really starting to take on this energy of a more determined, fiery person, rather than this wounded flame that they are portraying themselves as, in the sense of they don't care. They really want to actually come into a place in which they are secure enough in their own selves, in their own relationship with self and with source, that they truly do have confidence, and that they will truly feel a sense of just peace. I think that they're realizing that they can achieve that. They're just still in this phase of like trying to figure it out, of how they can succeed. Okay. Let's get you some affirmations. What affirmations are there for pile 3? We have, I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. I am ready to go big, rise up, and step into my power. Okay, and we have, compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. Okay, pile 3. Well, that is where I am going to leave you today. If this resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the chance to read for you again. And hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye! Hello, pile 4. If you chose this cat sticker, then this is going to be your reading on what they show you versus how they are actually feeling. So, in terms of what they are showing you, we have the King, Seeker, and Artist. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this right here for right now. In terms of what they are showing you, I would say that this person really, really cares about their self-image. I'm sensing that they could be very adventurous, but more than that, I'm sensing this like non-committalness to them. Like they're always searching for more, and so there's this inability to commit to anything. But with the King here, I'm really sensing that like there's this like self-absorption with them, but mostly it's just them really focusing on self-expression. I'm sensing that this person is showing up, or is showing you that they are in a state of ego at the moment. In terms of how they're feeling, though, we have the Vessel, which I think is really interesting, because I feel like just based on this one card alone in combination with these cards, I feel like they have so much feeling, so much emotion inside of them that they feel as though they might burst. And they're taking routes in the form of the ego in order to try to release some of these emotions. However, they haven't found very much relief. Let's go ahead and get some oracles. What is pile 1's person feeling? We have abundance. We have space. We have balance. I'm going to get one more. I'm curious. And we have cleanse. Man, there are so many cards that have come out today in every single pile. The energy is like really, really similar. So In terms of how they are feeling, with this abundance card, I'm sensing this emotional like overflow. I'm sensing that they feel as though they might burst. And at the same time, what's really interesting is that like at the same time they're feeling all of these emotions, they also feel empty. It's very interesting. Empty and imbalanced. I don't think that they feel balanced. I think they're constantly seeking for this. I'm feeling a strong desire to not feel like this anymore with cleanse. I think that they recognize that something in their life, something in this connection is not right. And it's not going to change until they figure out what it is. It's up to them. Let's go ahead and get some tarot. How is pile 4's person feeling? How are they feeling? Okay, we have the moon, the Queen of Cups. Okay, it's stuck. The Knight of Swords reversed. The Queen of Wands reversed. This is very intense. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm going to take this. Oh, okay, well, man, do you see this? This person has so many feelings. It's wild. They're just like flying out. Okay, and then I'm going to take this King of Cups. Okay. And I was going to take it like... okay, I think what I'm going to have to do... Another card flew out. Okay, we have the King of Swords, but then... where the heck did it go? Hold on just a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, and we have the Eight of Wands. My goodness. This is, I mean, I sensed it. There's just this like overpour of feelings. And honestly, now that I think about it, I pulled one extra oracle card here for you guys just because I felt drawn to, but then here with these cards, you guys got 2 of these archetype cards and everybody else only got 1. This person, like, there's this well within them that is like, it's hurting them because it needs to come out and it's not. And I'm sensing that they view themselves as this King of Cups, which is a deeply emotional person, and they're viewing you as this Queen of Cups. And the moon is right above this King of Cups, which to me is signifying that, one, this person feels things, and these feelings might really be confusing them at the moment. They feel confused by everything. And for the King of Cups to be such a watery energy, such a watery figure, and the moon is something that affects the tides, I feel as though they just feel completely imbalanced, completely confused, completely all over the place. And they look at you and they see you as like their counterpart. You know, with the Two of Cups here, I think that what they're showing you is more of like this self-centeredness, or this like I don't want to say narcissist, like, because that's not, I'm not a mental health professional, and I think that, like, honestly, I shouldn't have even said it. I think that saying things like that really contributes to stigmas. So let me come up with a different, just self-centered, self-serving is what I'm seeing here. And what they actually feel is a great deal of care and love for you. They see you as their partner. They see you, even though there's like, they're showing up as like this non-committal, self-centered person, how they feel is very sweet toward you. Very sweet indeed. And I think that you really help soothe them with this Strength card here. Like, I feel like maybe you're like a soothsayer. There's something about you that like is very calming and helps them organize their thoughts or put their feelings into words. There's just something very soothing about you. But they also just feel so conflicted. This person is just so conflicted. I'm sensing with this Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, one thing that they feel is, one, a deep amount of love for you, but I feel as though they think that they are at the mercy of destiny. Like, they don't have a say in it. Like, either you're going to be in their life because it's meant to be, or I just feel a little bit of like a victim mentality here, where it's like they see you as this dream come true and there's so much love here, but they're very fearful that they could lose it at any moment. They feel as though they really are at the mercy of just life, and there's this feeling of unfairness that I'm getting. This is very intense. Like, there's just so much to process here. And with the King of Swords and the Eight of Wands, I'm sensing that they might feel as though they have said some harsh words, or they feel as though they might be really quick to think rationally or try to like approach situations from a rational mind. And they do it because it's a protective measure, but really underneath everything is just all of these feelings that they didn't even consider. And I'm sensing a little bit of regret. And with like the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords reversed, I'm sensing this really strong desire to try to slow this, especially with the Knight of Swords, this desire to slow this mental energy down, to kind of come out of this mental energy and more into a heart-centered energy, so that they can get these feelings under control. They really want to ground themselves with this Queen of Pentacles. And with the Emperor, I'm sensing more of this need to, I feel like with the Queen of Wands reversed and the Emperor, that this person feels as though they are out of control. And they desperately want to gain control. And not control over you, but control over their thoughts, their words, their actions, their feelings. They're just kind of, they feel like they are a hot mess. And so, yeah, what they're showing you is just the surface of a hot mess. But there is genuine care here, and sweetness. What affirmations are there for pile 4? My happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perceptions from fear to love. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. By Louise Hay. Love Louise Hay. And my power lies in my peaceful presence. This one has come out several times too. Okay, pile 4, well, this is where I am going to leave you. If this resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you in another video soon. Bye!